Excellencies, honorable chairs, distinguished delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's still morning, good morning. My name is David Tonoyan. I am a Minister of Emergency Situations of the Republic of Armenia, and it gives me great pleasure and honor to be invited to co-chair this important session and share my views together with my fellow co-chairs, panelists, and discussants. And I will introduce my colleagues for co-chairing. That's Mr. Gauthier Mignot, Directeur Général Adjoint de la Mondialisation des Cultures et de l'Enseignement et du Développement International, and Executive Producer Director Ms. Sharon Blackwan-Rose from FEM Link Pacific. My pleasure to be co-chair with you. Before we proceed to substantial discussions, I would like to avail myself of the opportunity, and I believe my friends will join me, to congratulate the organizers for convening this great event and thank the government of Mexico for their exceptional hospitality. In the historical process of human struggle against disaster, people were always using different methods, approaches, rituals, and science to understand what to expect from nature in the near and far future. Today, we are living in a world of science, innovations, and technology. This opens new great opportunities not only to understand what is going on today, but also to understand what will happen tomorrow in our new reality of globalization, conflicts, climate change, processes full of challenges, many of which are increasingly becoming of global nature. Global issues require adequate collective response. Globalization should also bring benefits to people and their future. What are the key issues we need to answer today with regard to early warning systems as an important component of effective disaster risk management? I would suggest us to focus today on three global questions. First, how to make early warning more effective and efficient in terms of objectives and current challenges. This will give us answer to where we shall put our scarce resource to get the best outcomes. Second, how we can ensure access to early warning for all. We shall make sure that development of early warning does not create new divides between those who have and who have not. Third, how we can promote cooperation and new investments for early warning, thus creating new partnerships and opportunities for all interested stakeholders. Finally, we need to understand better not only what weather and other phenomena will be, but what they can do in terms of impact on our societies in future life. With this short word, I would like to invite our co-chairs and panelists to express their views and opinion, also reflecting on the results and outcomes of the multi-othered early warning conference, which was successfully conducted during the last 2 days. Here, I pass the floor to Ms. Blackwan-Rose. The floor is yours, madam.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And as you've rightly said, this session really draws attention to the vital need for the availability of and access to gender-inclusive and community-based multi-hazard early warning systems and disaster risk information. It's an opportunity to reaffirm that we need information and communication systems that not only save lives, but ensure safety and protection with dignity, and that this is possible when we empower and capacitate communities as well as institutions. My own organization's work in Fiji and the Pacific includes an information communication initiative called Women's Weather Watch, which is an example of localization and the use of appropriate and accessible media and ICTs to support women as first responders, to promote a conflict prevention and human security approach to disaster response and management, and uplifting protection with dignity. It demonstrates the importance, as you've said, of how to ensure early warning works for all. Women's Weather Watch is more than just about reporting on the weather. It's about ensuring that there are commitments and actions that progress gender equality, support and empower women as first responders, and support women-led innovation with technology, from something as simple as SMS, text messages, and alerts to a women-led multimedia plan, enabling women across my country to receive vital, life-saving information, as well as to report on the situation in their communities. It demonstrates how appropriate and accessible media and ICTs can enable women's access to information, including through the use of community radio, with a commitment to disability and the LGBT community, as well as addressing linkages to peace-building practice and in particular conflict prevention. And one of the issues around early warning that I think we should also be discussing is the importance of public emergency broadcasting systems and how such communication systems need to be a lot more inclusive. As a network in the Pacific, we've recognized the need for participation, preparedness, and protection at all stages so that women's knowledge and expertise are informing disaster risk reduction and preparedness, and women's safety, security, and dignity are not compromised in any stages. And having just come out of a situation in the Pacific where we had 2 out-of-season cyclones, I think it's a clear message for this conference that preparedness needs to happen at all times. And I look forward to further discussion today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Monsieur Mignon, je vous en prie.
Merci, Monsieur le Ministre. Mesdames et Messieurs, je crois que l'importance des systèmes d'alerte précoce vient d'être rappelée par les 2 coprésidents. Elle a été également soulignée lors de la conférence, vous l'avez dit, Monsieur le Ministre, qui s'est achevée hier soir et qui est extrêmement intéressante. Donc je ne reviendrai pas sur ce point. Je voudrais simplement redire la conviction qui est celle de la France, que les systèmes d'alerte sont une étape incontournable de la construction de la résilience de nos sociétés et de leur adaptation au changement climatique. Et c'est pour cela que la France avait fait à Sendai une déclaration, avait lancé un appel pour mettre en place une initiative soutenant la mise en place de systèmes d'alerte efficaces dans les pays les plus vulnérables aux effets du changement climatique. Et cet appel a débouché lors de la COP21 à Paris sur le lancement de l'initiative CRUISE, Climate Risks and Early Warning Systems, qui s'est construite avec l'appui de l'Organisation météorologique mondiale, de l'UNISDR et de la Banque mondiale, avec un certain nombre de pays partenaires qui se sont portés en soutien à cette initiative et que je tiens à remercier à nouveau. Cette initiative CRUISE, elle est désormais opérationnelle après 2 ans d'efforts et ses actions ont débuté sur le terrain. Et j'aimerais, pour introduire cette session, revenir sur quelques constats que nous avons pu faire et sur l'approche que nous avons été amenés à développer lors du processus de définition et de conception de cette initiative. En premier lieu, les besoins y sont apparus incontestables. Les évaluations croisées qui ont été menées par les différentes organisations ont fait apparaître des insuffisances ou des dysfonctionnements dans les chaînes d'alerte de nombreux pays. Et la cible pour CRUISE, c'est près de 80 pays, pays les moins avancés, petits États insulaires en développement, répartis dans différentes régions du monde. L'objectif donc pouvait sembler simple, et la réponse également, de mobiliser des fonds pour répondre aux besoins identifiés. Mais à l'époque, il y a eu un certain nombre de commentaires, voire d'objections qui se sont élevés pour dire, finalement, il y a déjà de nombreuses initiatives en cours, déjà beaucoup de projets dans le pipeline ou programmés, et qu'est-ce que peut apporter une initiative en plus ? Mais en réalité, en listant effectivement les nombreux projets en cours, nous avons pu constater que des dizaines, voire des centaines de millions de dollars étaient annuellement engagés, mais que, paradoxalement, en dépit de ces flux d'investissement, les besoins en systèmes d'alerte efficaces et opérationnels semblaient toujours non couverts. Et donc, nous sommes allés de l'avant et nous avons pu définir des conditions pour le succès, notamment le fait que les systèmes d'alerte devaient être multirisques, devaient être intégrés, centrés sur les populations, centrés sur les usagers, et qu'ils devaient reposer sur une compréhension et une appropriation par les parties prenantes. Et puis nous avons identifié un certain nombre de voies d'action, mettre en place une facilitation pour créer les synergies, renforcer la coordination entre acteurs qui faisait trop largement défaut, consolider les maîtrises d'ouvrage nationales et locales, et enfin favoriser des investissements significatifs dans des politiques publiques cohérentes. Et c'est dans cet esprit que l'initiative CRUISE appuie des projets nationaux au Mali et au Burkina Faso notamment, ou encore des projets régionaux dans le Pacifique, dont la mise en œuvre va débuter, 3 autres projets attendent d'être financés au Niger, en République démocratique du Congo, et également un programme mondial de suivi d'évaluation des systèmes d'alerte. Et 8 autres projets pays sont en cours de formulation ou d'identification, dont un notamment dans la région de la Caraïbe. Et donc Cruz est parvenu à mobiliser des contributions à hauteur de 30 millions de dollars pour lancer cette première vague de projets, mais nous avons besoin de nouveaux partenaires et de ressources additionnelles pour répondre à l'objectif fixé de couvrir l'ensemble des pays vulnérables. Voilà, quelques mots sur cette initiative et pour conclure, je soulignerai combien cette session spéciale me paraît importante parce que bien sûr, l'initiative Cruz est une partie de la solution, mais bien des questionnements demeurent sur l'opérationnalisation et la durabilité des systèmes d'alerte. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Very important intervention and challenging one. Now I hand over again to my fellow co-chair, Ms. Sharon Bhagwan-Rose. Please give the opportunities for panelists to intervene.
Thank you very much. It gives me great pleasure to introduce a very esteemed panel with us this morning, or this afternoon now. We have Mr. Petteri Talas, who is the Secretary General of WMO. From the Pacific region also, Ms. Molly Nielsen, who is the Principal Disaster Management Officer of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Samoa. We have the Honorable Hirano, Member of Parliament of Japan, and Mr. Elliot Jacks of the U.S. National Weather Service on behalf of Canada, Mexico, and the USA. If we could start, please, with Mr. Talas, the Secretary General of the WMO, for your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and it's a great pleasure to be here in Mexico. And and I would like to tell you that this is it's not the first time that in this part of the world we are talking about extreme weather events. Even the Maya culture knew about hurricanes, and they were having even a special symbol for hurricanes. At the moment here in Mexico, we have a fairly poor air quality in Mexico City, which is following a heat wave that is hitting this country, and there are also tornadoes in northern part of the country, and also hailstone problems going on, and they are causing problems for agriculture here in the country. First, a few words about climate change. So climate change is already visible, and that was one of the motivators behind countries signing the Paris Agreement. WMO just issued a report on status of climate for last year, and we were breaking 1.1 degree warming level. And if we take into account Arctic areas, the warming level was 1.3 degrees. We have been also seeing increase in all of the key greenhouse gas concentrations, and we were also breaking 400 ppm level of carbon dioxide last year, and the most recent numbers have been 410 ppm. At the moment, we have fairly low amounts of sea ice, both in the southern hemisphere, close to Antarctica, and also in the Arctic area. And especially this Arctic snow and ice cover melting has had an impact on the weather in the whole northern hemisphere. Some of these unusual features that we have seen are because of that. And these long-term average changes, that's not the whole story. That actually the biggest impacts of climate change is seen in the growing amount of disasters. And we have seen increase in all disasters related to weather. It's heat waves, flooding in some parts of the world, drought in some parts of the world, and also increased intense tropical storms. At the moment, several countries are suffering because of drought. We have severe drought in Somalia, South Sudan, northern Kenya, northern Nigeria, in Yemen, and also in Mongolia. And drought is a severe problem for agriculture, and it's also a severe problem for economies in several countries, leading to unemployment, hunger, and even in the worst case, it's boosting military crisis, and it's also leading to grow a larger amount of refugees. We have also seen a warming of the oceans, and we have more evaporation from the oceans, and that means that we have more water vapor in the lower atmosphere, and that's boosting flash floods, and when it rains, it often rains more. And we have also seen landslides related to this flooding, and that has taken place here in Mexico, but also in Peru, Colombia, and more recently also in Canada. And all of these events, they are acting against the implementation of Sustainable Development Goals. And many of our member countries are not well prepared to face those extreme events, and we have about 100 countries in the world that don't have proper services. And if we are going to be successful with the Paris Agreement implementation, despite of that, this negative trend will continue for the coming 50 years. So we could see a phase out in 2060s if we are successful with the Paris implementation. So that means that we have to pay more attention to adaptation, and of course mitigation is highly important. And one very powerful way to adapt to climate change is to invest in early warning services, and you need both national investments to those and also investments from donors. And the government of France, for example, has introduced this cruise program, which is providing resources for improving early warning services in several countries. Also, big development partners like the World Bank and European Commission are committed to support the development of those services. We have fairly fancy and high-level services available in developed countries, and as WMO we are serving as a platform to transfer that know-how to less developed countries, but we need some financial resources for achieving that. And typically these investments leads to economic benefits where you get the money back tenfold. So it's a good investment for the government and governments, and also for the donors. And we were just having a meeting here during the last 2 days to deal with multi-hazard early warning services, and it's important to bring various players in the country together and build multi-hazard centers instead of having separate centers for meteorological, hydrological, oceanographic, volcanic tsunami type of disasters, and that's happening at the moment in several countries. And from WMO's side, we are happy to promote this capacity development that is needed, and that's going to be very important when we implement Sustainable Development Goals, and also when we implement the Sendai Agreement, and of course Paris Agreement. So this is in short what is the perspective of WMO, and we are happy to work together with several partners and also with national governments to improve the status of these kind of early warning services at country level. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Secretary General, for really setting the scene with the evidence of what you are seeing across the globe in terms of increased intensifying weather systems, the impact on communities, on people in terms of agriculture, food, and the need to invest, as you said, in national early warning services that are inclusive and relevant and basically make good sense and good investment all around. Molly Nielsen, you're the Principal Disaster Management Officer of the Ministry of Natural Resources, Environment in Samoa, and I guess you see this on a very close day-to-day basis, so it's over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And thank you for the golden opportunity for Samoa to share its status on early warning system. Talofa and warm greetings. Samoa's focus on early warning is on developing a multi-hazard early warning system through an integration of 3 existing early warning systems for severe weather, climate, and tsunamis to achieve cost effectiveness and value for money, as well as more efficient and improved timely dissemination of warning and advisory products and services to at-risk communities. We are also investing in raising awareness of 362 villages in Samoa through a comprehensive disaster and climate risk management program, as informed communities are better prepared and become less vulnerable and more resilient communities. We do believe in the value of integration of traditional knowledge into our early warning systems, and in collaboration with the Secretariat of the Pacific Regional Environment Program, a regional project where Samoa is also a beneficiary country, is being implemented to verify traditional warning signals, beliefs, and understanding prior to being fully embedding them into our early warning systems. Finally, we are investing into tailoring climate warning and advisory products to our development sectors to improve their preparedness and adaptation to the changing climate, as well as risk reduction interventions to increase their resilience in the face of climate change impacts and disaster. Fa'afetai, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nielsen, particularly for raising a very key point of the need to build on traditional knowledge and also in reaching out to all the different sectors, both from the village level across the development sector. Our next speaker is Mr. Hirano, Member of Parliament of Japan.
どうもありがとうございます。日本から参りました参議院議員の平野達夫と申します。今日はテーマが多様な災害に対する早期警戒システムというテーマでございますけれども、このテーマに入ります前に、東日本大震災のお話をちょっとさせていただきたいというふうに思います。2011年の東日本大震災、これは私が復興大臣としてその復興の陣頭指揮に当たらせていただきました。折には世界各国からさまざまな形でご支援を賜りましたこと、この場をお借りしまして改めて御礼を申し上げます。東日本大震災は海溝型地震というふうに言いまして、モーメントマグニチュードで 9.0 というとてつもない大きなエネルギーを持った地震が日本の東北地方太平洋沖で、発生をいたしまして、その地震がもとで巨大な津波が発生をいたしました。特にその津波によって約2万人以上の死者行方不明者が出ております。そしてさらに、その津波によって東京電力福島第一原子力発電所の冷却機能に異常をきたしまして、3つの原子炉でメルトダウンが起きまして、大量の放射性物質が放出されまして、大きな被害が出たということでございます。この東日本大震災、日本は地震も火山も津波も洪水も本当に多発する国でありまして、日本の歴史というのはある意味では災害との戦いの歴史といっても過言ではありません。それでもその中でも東日本大震災というこの災害は想像を超える規模の災害でありました。特に津波に関しましては、私どもは津波が来たら警報があろうとなかろうととにかく高いところに逃げるんだという、そういう教育もやってきましたし、またお父さんやおじいさんやおばあさんから子供らに津波が来た時には逃げるんだという、そういう家庭内の教育もやってきました。 だからその通りに逃げた方が多かったです。しかし今回の東日本大震災では、逃げた先でここが安全だと思っていた先に津波が来て、津波に飲み込まれるという、大変そういう大きな津波が来たということであります。私どもは今回の東日本大震災の経験を踏まえまして、これまでの想定、地震の規模の想定、あるいは津波の想定、そういった想定をもう一度見直して、もっとレベルの高いその災害を想定した上での強い国土を作るという、そういう今準備を進めています。で、その一つが地震に対しての耐震化であります。さらには海には海岸堤防を作っております。そして、津波に備えては高い避難棟、あるいは大きなビルで建物を避難所と指定して、そこに津波が来たら逃げるというような、そういった避難訓練も行っています。そして、災害が起こった場合には自治体同士が連携してお互いに助け合う、そういったことの訓練も毎年のようにやりながら、次の災害に備えているということであります。そういう中で、台風、あるいは洪水、津波、そういった自然災害から命を守るためには、早期警戒システム等のインフラ整備をはじめとして、事前の防災投資が重要であることは言うまでもありません。それに加えまして、一人一人が災害に備える、そういう意識を持って、その国土強靭化、災害に強い国づくりをするということが大事ではないかなというふうに思っています。こういう観点から我が国に日本におきましては、早期警戒につきまして4つの観点から国際貢献を行っておりまして、以下そのことについての紹介をさせていただきたいと思います。まず第一は何といっても防災教育であります。土砂災害、地震や火山災害など、自然災害による人的、経済的損失が開発を妨げる要因となっている中米地域では、JICA がエルサルバドル、ガテマラ、コスタリカ、ニカラグア、パナマ、ホンジュラスの6カ国を対象に、2007年から2012年までのコミュニティや2012年までコミュニティや地方自治体の防災能力向上のための技術協力、中米広域防災能力向上プロジェクト防災を実施しております。現地への専門家派遣、災害予想、あるいは警報装置等の機材供与などを通じまして、日本の防災が中米に根付くよう取り組んだ結果、2009年11月、ハリケーン・イーダがエルサルバドルを襲った際、プロジェクト地域の一つ、ラス・オハス村では村人が避難をしまして、その警報システムに沿って村人が避難をいたしまして、死亡者なしという成果を上げたと聞いております。また日本は2015年12月に国連総会で採択された世界津波の日の啓蒙普及活動の一環として、昨年11月、日本の高知県で世界30カ国から高校生を招聘し、国連の ISDR との共催で世界津波の日高校生サミットを開催しました。今年も同サミットを沖縄で開催をする予定であります。第2に、災害の予報・情報収集についてであります。バングラディッシュは海抜9メートル以下の地域が国土の約8割を占めております。毎年のように大型サイクロンや洪水被害に見舞われています。日本はサイクロンシェルターの建設に加えまして、気象予報や警報発令の能力強化など、長期にわたり包括的な支援を行っています。この結果、2009年の 大型サイクロンでは被害者が激減をいたしました。インドネシアでは自然災害が発生しやすく、地震津波予警報システムは整備されているものの、震源やマグニチュードの推定精度が不十分です。地震津波防災能力を向上させるため、日本の企業の技術を活用しつつ、地震計、共振計等の機材の整備を支援しています。この協力を通じまして、正確かつ迅速な災害情報、警報の伝達、発出体制が整備され、災害被害の低減に寄与しているところであります。第3は、警戒情報の発信についてです。フィジー気象局では、世界気象機関 WMO で指定された地域特別気象センターの一つとして、南西太平洋海域の熱帯低気圧情報の収集を行い、サイクロン警報を太平洋の国々に配信しています。日本は自動気象観測装置や電検知システム、潮位計測システムなどの観測機器の整備を支援しています。情報収集に基づき、適切な情報を発信することで、地域の国々が受け入れるサイクロン等の被害を低減化することに寄与しています。また、フィジーで得られた潮位観測データは、太平洋地域全体の津波防災にも役立てられています。また、日本の気象庁では、北西太平洋での地震の発生を監視し、津波を発生させる恐れのある大きな地震が発生しますと、沿岸における津波の到達時刻および高さ等を予測し、地震や津波に対する情報を速やかに周辺各国に通知する北西太平洋津波情報監視センターを運営しています。最後になりますけれども、警戒を受けての避難行動についてです。日本では毎年各地で自治体が中心となって津波防災体制を実施しています。津波防災訓練を実施しています。昨年は日本で約100万人が津波防災訓練に参加し、津波の脅威と対策について学ぶとともに、インドネシア、チリ等でも津波防災訓練を実施しました。今年も各国、国連と連携し、世界各地で津波訓練を実施いたします。ちょっと長くなりましたけれども、以上で私の冒頭の報告に変えさせていただきたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Mr. Hirano, particularly for the reminder of the need for early warning systems to respond to multiple hazards, and that you've shared a number of strategies, particularly in terms of targeting preparedness messages and education programs, particularly reaching children and the elderly, as well as how communities can help each other to protect lives. And finally, your point was very well taken in terms of the cooperation efforts to enhance early warning systems, including in my country and region. Our final speaker is Mr. Elliot Jacks of the U.S. National Weather Service.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. It is my pleasure and honor to address you today at this very important session to discuss early warning systems and disaster risk reduction. So my role back in the U.S. National Weather Service is to oversee our forecast services, but I also have the privilege as serving as chair of a newly renamed expert team within WMO's public service area. And this team is now entitled quite simply as IMPACT. The charge of this team is to advance the capacities of national meteorological and hydrological services worldwide as they strive to mitigate the impacts of natural disasters and support the protection of lives, properties, and economies. The title of this team goes right to the heart of what we really need to do as a global community. That is, we need to not only forecast the weather, but forecast its associated impacts or articulate those impacts. The imperative to increase our mitigation capacity is clearly outlined in the Sendai framework. It cites that disasters have been responsible for 700,000 lives lost, 23 million new homeless, and $1.3 million in economic loss in the 10-year period ending in 2015. There is no one simple answer for how we can mitigate these staggering losses. For one thing, our global vulnerability continues to escalate due to increasing populations at coastlines and, I know in the United States, at the boundaries of wildland forests. Also, some hazards, such as hurricanes, tropical storms, tornadoes, are difficult to predict, and some are highly localized. However, there is much we can and should do to advance the cause of mitigation across societal disciplines. Not all of the remedies are weather-related. For example, building code improvements in areas vulnerable to tornadoes and hurricanes will result in reduced mortality. However, since this session is specifically focused on the benefits of early warning systems, let me speak to opportunities in this area. Our numerical weather models are getting better and better. Observing technologies such as Doppler radar and a new generation of weather satellites are greatly advancing our ability to observe the atmosphere and, as a result, improve forecasting. However, as we've heard this week already, it is traveling the last mile that really matters in terms of disaster risk reduction. That is to say, we must ensure we effectively communicate the benefits of these improved forecasts to those who need them when they need them, and in formats they can quickly receive and understand in order to protect life and property. Along these lines, and as cited in 2 WMO reports, including the new strategy for service delivery and the guidelines on multi-hazard impact-based forecast and warning services, it is critical that our early warning systems express not only what the weather will be, but what the weather will do. So what does this mean to us? Well, first, we must train our forecasters to understand local vulnerabilities and their users' needs so they can link the expected hazards to real and often preventable impacts. Additionally, geo-targeting of such impact-based information can make forecasts even more valuable, especially in urban areas where important assets such as hospitals and mass gathering venues such as sports arenas are located. Equally important is to maximize the clarity and usability of our hazard messages. This is truly the last meter of the forecast, where the information enters the user's eyes and ears via computers, mobile devices, television, radio, sirens, or even door-to-door. But how exactly are we to travel this last meter? What language do we use? How do we most effectively use color to match our language and to differentiate between certainty and impact? How do we most effectively, or how do we distinguish between an event that may cause inconvenience versus one that will result in significant damage or even devastation? How do we account for forecast uncertainty or express confidence in our communications? And importantly, how far in advance should we issue our warnings? Is there such a thing as too much lead time in certain circumstances? The answers to these questions are not simple, and as a result, we have now engaged discipline of social science to assist us in the development of innovative approaches to risk communication. The imperative for achieving excellence in this last meter of service is so significant that it has now achieved mention in new legislation in the United States entitled the Weather Research and Innovation Act of 2017. A section of this new law directs our agency to improve communication of the risks posed by hazardous weather and water events in a manner that provides this information as broadly and rapidly as possible. We also need to leverage today's emerging technologies to support this effort. There are now more cell phones in the world than there are people, about 7 billion phones. There are also over 1 billion vehicles in use. Both of these assets represent a tremendous communication potential via the use of active alerting systems that can reach those at risk dependably and quickly. And this potential is already beginning to be realized. So there are lots of challenges ahead, but our path forward has now been defined. I stop here and wish to express my gratitude for the invitation to participate in this panel, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Jacks, particularly for raising the issue of risk communications and the opportunity to utilize available information communication systems. It's time to do some follow-up discussion with our panelists, and I'll first go to Mr. Talas, the Secretary General of WMO. Secretary General, you presented the recommendations that have emerged from the Multi-Hazard Early Warning Conference. Can you tell us the main thing WMO will be doing differently to support these?
Thank you, Madam Chair. As I said in my introductory talk, we have 100 countries in the world that don't have proper early warning services, and we have 70 countries that don't have climate services. And that's a great challenge from the perspective of development, and it's also a great challenge from economic perspective, and in the worst case, even it's a challenge when it comes to peaceful development of those countries. And we are lucky to have our developed country members who are having fairly fancy services, including our colleague from USA who was just speaking. And we have a challenge and opportunity to share this excellent expertise with less developed countries, and as WMO we are working like a family. We have quite unique spirit in WMO among 191 members, that there's willingness to share not only data but also the know-how, and that's very much taking place at the moment. And we have active cooperation with several development partners, and we need resources for that, but we also need resources from the national governments. It's a good investment for the national governments to improve the early warning services at national level, and I would like to recommend all of the governments who are present here to take that challenge and consider allocating more resources for observing systems, for this forecasting skills, and also bringing various players in the country together, so to build multi-hazard centers. And my colleague from Japan, for example, is coming from a country where they have excellent multi-hazard centers, and the whole chain from forecast to action of the authorities and media is functioning very well. And that kind of system should be built in also the other countries. And then it's also important, in especially case of small countries like SIDS countries, to build regional capacity. It does not make sense to always build similar structures in each individual small country, but these kind of regional cooperative approaches are also very much favored by WMO, and that's one way how we are functioning. So in total, we are quite optimistic that we can support this development, and we are happy to work together both with national governments and development partners in achieving better status, and this is economically good investment for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and that segues nicely to my follow-up question for Molly Nielsen, who is the Principal Disaster Management Officer for the Government of Samoa. Molly, thank you for presenting the context of Samoa. What would you identify as one of the overarching challenges for having an effective early warning system, not just for Samoa, but the Pacific? Is it about the access to the technology and the training, or is it more?
Thank you, Madam Chair, for the question. Being a small island development state, we're faced with the challenges of limited technical capacity and financial resources to maintain and sustain technology that have been brought into the country to improve early warning systems through project receipts and to keep up with the technological changes to monitoring and observation equipment, as well as warning dissemination platforms and means of communication. For example, in Samoa, we have a tsunami early warning system emergency siren network, which is made up of only 23 sirens along the southern coast of the main island, the hardest hit of the 2009 tsunami. It is a 2-year-old system, but a great deal of financial and technical resources were and are still utilized to sustain and maintain the system itself to ensure its effectiveness. Thank you again, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Molly. Mr. Hirano, you actually mentioned in your remarks about the enhancing of cooperation programs, and you served as Minister for Reconstruction, as you highlighted, in the wake of the Great East Japan earthquake, and you're now currently the chair of the Parliamentary Voluntary Support Group for UNISDR in Japan. Based on your experience and also listening to the other panelists, how do you feel it's important to collaborate and maybe elaborate more on the type of collaboration that's needed to enhance early warning systems?
どうもありがとうございます。日本は例えば台風の進路予測、それからこれからどの地域でどの程度の雨が降って、その結果として川にどれだけの水が出てくるかといった予測ということについては、かなり技術的な発展、それからこれまでの蓄積もありまして、かなりの精度で予測が可能になっている、そういうシステムができています。でこういったその気象予測のシステム、ノウハウについては、これから日本の持っている知識、あるいは技術というものは、世界各国にどんどん移転できるものは移転していく必要があるのではないか。現に、何カ国かにはそういったシステムの提供をやっているということは、先ほどご紹介をした通りであります。で合わせて世界各国でもこの気象の予測に関しましては、それぞれの国のこれまでの蓄積を生かしてさまざまな技術データがあるわけでありますから、そういったことの共有化によってより正確なその予測、それは警報システム、こういったものの構築ができていくのではないかなというふうに私は考えています。でその一方で地震と津波につきましては、まだまだこれは予報システムがどれだけ正確ができるかということについては、私はまだまだ限界があるというふうに思っています。特に津波に関しましては、地震が起こった後にどれだけの高さの津波が来るかということについての予測は、これは今の技術ではまだまだできません。ですから日本では早期警戒システムということとセットで、例えば地震が来た場合には警報が出ようが出まいが、とにかく高いところに逃げようという、そういう防災教育を通じて自らその身を守るというようなこととセットで、この警報システムというかシステムを作り上げているということもちょっと紹介を申し上げておきたいと思います。いずれ地震、津波っていうのは発生間隔が非常に長い、ものによっては100年に一遍あるいは200年に一遍というような発生間隔が長いということもありまして、なかなかデータの蓄積が難しいということもありますから、その正確なというかですね、警報システムの構築というのはまだまだ時間を要しますが、こういったことに対してのデータの集積もこれから世界が協力してですね、 集めながら地震津波についてのより高い精度の警報システムの構築に取り組むということもこれ合わせて重要ではないかなというふうに思います。以上です。
Thank you, Mr. Hirano. Mr. Jacks, you've highlighted one of the key takeaways for me is what you said. It's about not just what the weather will be, but what the impacts will be, and the types of services, particularly communication services, that need to reach a variety of stakeholders. Would you like to elaborate more on what those could be?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Certainly. One best practice I can confidently point to is that we need to interact directly with the disaster management partners. They like to see our eyes when we give them what we call decision support. They like to look into our eyes. And whether that's at emergency operation centers where they operate, or whether it's at fire camps where we have forecasters who actually camp out with the firefighters and provide daily briefings, that's one very important aspect. Another best practice is that we now create targeted webinars or briefings for key partners that focus on what their thresholds are and what their needs are. But at the end of the day, what's really important is a fundamental understanding of our partners' needs, whether it's a coastal decision maker understanding inundation risk with respect to either a specific event or with respect to long-term changes, including demographic changes as things go along. One more item I'd point out is that our services are now expanding beyond traditional bounds. We are now dealing with what really is a worldwide issue with harmful algal blooms and prediction capability there, so that we can enable health officials to provide very important information. And of course, those blooms are dependent on nutrient concentration of the water and factors such as upwelling of the water. So of course, how harmful algal blooms can cause respiratory problems, marine mammal deaths, and et cetera. So we have to think expansively about how we enable key partners or disaster management partners and other partners to serve the public and mitigate loss.
Thank you so much, and thank you to all the panelists for your very valuable insights and recommendations. And I now hand over to my co-chair, Mr. Mignon, to chair the open discussion.
Merci Madame la coprésidente. Pour ouvrir cette session de discussion, nous avons d'abord 4 intervenants qui vont intervenir depuis la salle et à qui je vais passer la parole à tour de rôle. D'abord, je passerai la parole à Monsieur Carlos Miguel Valdés González, qui dirige le Centre national de prévention des catastrophes du Mexique. Ensuite, nous écouterons Monsieur Peter Felten, chef de division au ministère allemand fédéral des Affaires étrangères, en charge de l'assistance humanitaire, des organisations internationales et de la coopération multilatérale. Puis ce sera le tour de Monsieur Fatih Özer, qui représente l'autorité en charge de la gestion des situations d'urgence et des catastrophes en Turquie. Et enfin, je donnerai la parole à Monsieur Jinjun Pan, directeur adjoint du Centre national de services publics météorologiques au sein de l'agence météorologique chinoise. Je vais demander à chacun, parce que nous sommes un peu en retard, de vraiment se limiter à 2 minutes pour son intervention. Et donc je passe d'abord la parole à Monsieur Carlos Miguel Valdés González.
Hi. Bueno, ¿me escuchan? Bueno, thank you very much. It is a challenge to have a multi-hazard early warning systems focus on people. For instance, sometimes we don't pay a lot of attention in some aspects that could be very useful. Have you asked yourselves what is the meaning of the symbols that have been turning around in our global platform? They represent earth, wind, water, and fire. And we need to know also what is the meaning of the word Cancun. Can is a snake. and kun is a nest. So we are in a place where there is a nest of snakes. We should be aware that many years ago, the place was full of snakes. We need to understand that kind of ideas. I will be moving here because we are using people with lower capacities and sign language, and we should be closer to them. We should be looking at them. And if I start asking you to tell them that we are in a safe place, that is what people that don't understand the language see. You see, we have to pay attention to them. I was telling him that this is a safe place, that we are in a safe place, but we need to feel that particular availability. For us, it's a challenge to do these early warning systems in this country because we have 64 national native languages. So we need to communicate the information to each one of them, and that is a challenge. We talk about, you were very clear to say that many people use the phone, but if we give this phone to somebody that is 70 years old, they will not know how to use it. So that is a challenge to include them. The language, the challenge, what we are seeing here are some of the main aspects that we are trying to consider in order to provide an early warning system. We are in a place where 60 million years ago, we have one of the major events in this planet. There was this large meteorite that landed in a place called Chicxulub, which also is Mayan. The language of this area is not Spanish, it's Mayan. Chicxulub, it's another of these strange words, and that particular event was a major disaster. If we ask what will be the early warning system for a meteorite that is going to hit our Earth, where we are all sharing it, it will be a challenge. I just will ask you to think about how we reach the people. If we are centering the people, we should be asking them. Just one more comment. When we were asking about tsunamis, we thought that alerting with flags, with a stoplight, green means okay, yellow means a warning, and red, you should take an action. We believe that having a simple flag with 3 colors to indicate the danger, it will be okay. And people ask us to have 5 colors. I say, why you want to have so many colors? I say, because we don't want to see the red. So our perception that was more simplistic, they say, no, we want more colors. So the idea here is let's reach the people, let's ask them for their comments, what they want, how they want to be warned, and then we will be focusing in an early warning system centering the people. Thank you very much for your time. Gracias.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Valdez-González. Je passe la parole à Monsieur Peter Felten.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to highlight the importance to ensure that early warning systems indeed enable even more efficient early action. Germany works closely with UN organizations, the Red Cross, Red Crescent movement, and NGOs to strengthen their early action capacities based on solid early warning systems. Since 2014, we have been supporting the development of a so-called forecast-based financing approach to reduce the impact of extreme weather events in high-risk countries. This innovative forecast-based financing approach identifies risk thresholds based on scientific early warning signals, and it identifies concrete risk reduction and preparedness actions to save lives, reduce suffering, and preserve human dignity, to be implemented based on these predefined thresholds. This means that parts of our humanitarian funding is released automatically as soon as risk thresholds of impending extreme weather hazards are reached. With this approach, our humanitarian partners have access to guaranteed funding for preparedness and to act early based on early warning signals. This approach reduces the anticipated risks before hazards turn into a disaster, and it fills the gap between longer-term risk management and short-term disaster relief. Let me conclude by underlining another point, which is the recognition of disaster displacement risks by early warning systems. Early warning systems still too often do not indicate the risks of disaster displacement and are therefore not used to their full potential to also reduce disaster displacement risks. Early warning systems must be linked to concrete plans that also recognize and address the specific protection needs of disaster displaced persons. We need to ensure that people and communities at high risk of disaster displacement are provided with timely, understandable, and actionable information from early warning systems. This brings me to my question to the panelists. Taking into account the increased availability of early warning and the existing humanitarian and risk management financing, how do you assess the availability of predictable funding mechanisms to enable, in a systematic way, targeted preparedness actions based on early warnings? And in other words, is the international community, in your view, operationalizing the important window of opportunity between a forecast trigger and a potential disaster? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Merci, Monsieur Felten. Un peu plus tard, je voudrais passer la parole à Monsieur Fatih Özer pour qu'il nous fasse part de l'expérience de la Turquie. Si M. Özer n'est pas là, je propose que nous passions donc à l'orateur suivant, qui est M. Jin Junpan. J'espère qu'il est dans la salle. Voilà.
很荣幸有机会和各位分享一下，那么关于中国的灾害预警发布平台与防灾减灾体系建设的一些经验。那么大家都知道，中国属于受气象和自然灾害影响严重的国家，特别是随着全球气候变化的影响，极端天气事件和气象灾害呈现多发频发的趋势。那么近年来，中国政府非常重视灾害早期预警和风险应对的工作。那么2011年，作为国家应急管理体系建设的一部分，那么政府应急管理机构组织、气象部门具体承担建设，各部门共同参与的中国的国家预警发布平台正式立项建设，到2015年投入业务运行，实现了包括自然灾害、事故灾难、社会安全、公共卫生安全等4大类突发预警信息的第一时间统一的权威发布。那么，因为时间关系，我在这里只想谈2方面的观点。一是关于中国预警平台建设的一些做法和经验，第二是关于中国愿意承担更多的责任和义务，积极支持和参与全球早期预警和减灾能力建设。有关的详细情况，我有 PPT 加提交会议分享。那么这里呢，由于时间关系，我只想讲2点。第一点，关于中国预警平台建设的几点做法和经验。那么有这样几个特点：一是中国的预警平台明确了政府在预警信息发布平台建设中的职责和定位。平台建设主要由政府来组织，具体由政府应急管理部门来负责牵头。这从国家层面就赋予了预警发布平台作为政府唯一的权威的信息发布平台的定位和功能，并且政府以12379作为国家预警发布专用号码，实现了国家预警信息发布资源的统筹集约与权威声音。第二，依托气象部门的业务系统，保障了预警平台的实时运行。平台明确由气象部门具体承办建设和运行，充分利用了中国气象部门全国上下一体化的24小时不间断的业务运行的业务资源。第三，依托国际通用的 CAP 协议，实现了各类预警信息的跨部门、跨行业的交换共享。目前已经实现了25个部门和行业的预警信息的汇集、共享与统一发布。平台也实现了与各级政府应急指挥管理平台的互联互通。第四，依托政府经费和人员的支持，建立了各级预警信息的发布业务实体。 中国已经建成了包括1个国家中心、31个省级中心以及300多个地市、2000多个县级都设有的专门岗位和人员。那么具体的业务运行由各级气象部门来负责和承担。第5，依托多种手段互补，确保了预警信息到达最后1公里，实现了覆盖盲区。那么这里呢，我想以一个典型的案例，会把事讲得更清楚。那么我记得很清楚，2012年在四川省的一个山区，突然遭受了暴雨的袭击。那么当地气象台虽然没有很好的提前几天报出这次过程，因为它突发性强，但是提前3小时通过雷达监测发布了暴雨预警，并第一时间通过平台告知了村里的村干部。因暴雨正好发生在深夜2点，大家都知道，所有的村民都在熟睡中。那么在这种状态下，电视、手机等常规手段基本没有什么用处。那么村干部立即启用大喇叭，通过敲锣打鼓，那么叫醒村民。1小时之内，2000多位村民紧急撤离。2小时后，大暴雨伴随着山洪泥石流，几乎冲毁了整个村庄。大家可想一想，如果没有及时的预警，以及没有把预警信息及时的传递到村民，后果不堪设想。那么第2部分，我想讲一下中国愿意承担更多的责任和义务，积极支持和参与加强全球和区域预警与减灾能力建设的计划和行动。那么中国将结合国家“一带一路”的战略计划，支持区域内和“一带一路”沿线国家开展早期预警和减灾能力建设，牵头开展人员和技术培训，努力为提升全球和区域减灾能力做出重要贡献。那么在近期召开的 WMO 执行理事会第69次会议上，通过了建设全球多灾种早期预警系统的决议。那么在今年年初的 WMO 亚洲2区协各成员国的会议上，也达成了共同推动区域预警减灾示范项目建设的共识。在此大背景下，中国气象局与香港天文台已经考虑并启动成立专项工作组，充分依托香港天文台作为 WMO 长期运行的灾害天气信息中心的工作和技术基础，联合实施区域早期预警和减灾气象灾害风险的示范试点项目。那么目前我们正在做技术准备，成立专门的队伍，并选择一些试点国家开展试点工作。那么中国也愿意加强与世界各国，包括今天在会上交流的各个国家的有好的经验的做法的国家，开展全方位的预警、早期预警和减灾领域的交流与合作，互相借鉴经验，能为造福人类福祉做出应有的贡献。以上是我的陈述，不妥之处，请大家批评指正。Thank you.
Merci, Monsieur Jinchungpan. Je vais maintenant donner la parole à la salle. Nous avons très peu de temps, donc je propose que nous nous limitions à 3 questions et vraiment pour une durée d'1 minute. La délégation du Bangladesh a demandé la parole. Ceux qui souhaitent demander la parole peuvent appuyer sur le bouton du micro devant eux. Et je donne déjà la parole à la délégation du Bangladesh. Bangladesh, you have the floor.
I'm sorry, I'm not Bangladesh. I represent the remote participation. And this question comes from the remote hub in Brussels. And the question is, does USA have alternative communication channels to reach different users' needs? For example, deaf and hard of hearing, those with aphasia, those with limited language proficiency. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the question. It's a very pertinent question as part of a project that I am leading back in the U.S. called the Hazard Simplification Project. We are aware of the needs, as raised by the gentleman from Mexico, that we have situations where people are visually challenged, hearing challenged, and in many cases even colorblind. So we are investigating means for using English as or using, reaching people who do not have English as a first language. We have a project dealing with that as well. So we are very aware and sensitive to these needs, and we appreciate the comment.
Merci. Y a-t-il d'autres demandes de parole? Il y a une question, je crois, là-bas, à ma droite. Oui, monsieur, je vous en prie.
I'm Rishad from Bangladesh. May I know the question, please, again? Please.
Go on, ask your question.
Our experience in early warning, it's like that?
Take the floor, sir. Ask your question.
I have to say something about our early warning in the disaster, what we develop in our country. May I know the question, please? Oh. Yes, actually, you know, Bangladesh is very vulnerable to different disaster and mainly cyclone, also flood, and also recently landslide, and also lighting and something like that. But in couple of, in cyclone risk reduction, we actually developed a lot, and we have a good volunteer service, and they respond it very indigenous way, but it is very effective. And in our past experiences, we have found they are functioning well, and in many cases, we are able to reduce the death due to cyclones in our country. And other experiences, like recently we have installed some early warning system with the help of Norwegian Geotechnical Institute in case of landslide. It is actually the rainfall threshold value when exceeded. It gives message to the mobile so that the local administration can evacuate the people from the area where the people are living in the dangerous area for landslide. It is also quite working well. And other things, actually, during flood, we have good early warning system is developed with different donor partners. And still we are working, but still we have to do a lot of things to develop the early warning systems. So thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Je voudrais passer la parole maintenant à la délégation de l'Arabie Saoudite, Saudi Arabia.
اسمحوا لي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اسمحوا لي اني بتكلم باللغه العربيه. اولا انه نحن في السعوديه يوجد لدينا تطبيق على الهاتف الجوال. التطبيق هذا يوضح حاله الخطر الموجوده بالنسبه للظواهر الجويه، امطار او سيول او اعاصير او عواصف رمليه. البرنامج هذا موجود باللغة العربية. نحن في السعودية أغلبنا يتكلم اللغة العربية، ولكن هنالك بعض من هم يعملون في السعودية لا يتكلمون اللغة العربية. فاستعاذنا بذلك برموز ملونة الشعارات الملونة بتحديد نوعية الخطر الحالي، سواء كانت أمطار أو سيول فلها درجات معينة. طبعا عندنا مشكلة هنا إنه في بعض المناطق احنا نستخدم الآن التطبيق على الهاتف الجوال، لكن بعض المناطق ليست لها تغطية الشبكة فما توصل لهم المعلومة. عندنا اقتراح هنا إنه قد يصير عمل دولي بأن تكون شبكة دولية تعمل في كل مكان، تستخدم الألوان، تستخدم الرموز لإظهار المشاكل في كل مكان. احنا نجد انه مثلا جوال الثريا مثلا يشتغل في كل مكان. قد يكون هذا احد الوسائل اللي تسمح للجميع ان يشتغلوا من خلال هذا الجوال، من خلال تطبيقات عالمية لا تحتاج إلى لغة معينة، تحتاج إلى رموز، تحتاج إلى ألوان، فقط تعطي تنبيه في كل وقت. شكرا.
Merci beaucoup. Je voudrais passer maintenant la parole à la délégation de l'Inde. India, please.
Thank you so much. My compliments to the chair and the panelists for this experience sharing. In India, we have a very effective and efficient multi-hazard system, which is cost-effective. My question is, do we have a system, early warning system, to predict the impact of lightning? We have a lot of deaths, a lot of casualties because of the lightning. How effective is the early warning system, and how good is the technology? Thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup. Je crois que compte tenu de l'heure, il va nous falloir conclure. Monsieur le coprésident, donc je vous repasse la parole.
Merci beaucoup. This was indeed very interesting and encouraging discussion, touching upon a variety of issues and challenges we face today, not only related to the topic of early warning, but also the global issue of disaster risk reductions. And I would like to close my word by highlighting one more time the importance of early warning for sustainable development. It is an imperative of today to create effective and accurate, standardized, robust, redundant systems for early warning, which will be accessible for all. In this regard, one cannot underestimate the importance of global platform for uniting efforts of all players for building our vision of a resilient planet. With this, I would like to pass the floor for my co-chairs, my friends, for additional recommendations. Please, Madam Clerk.
Thank you so much. I think one of the things we need to be thinking about is a need for a transformative agenda that is going to help communities and people to prepare to respond to a multiple range of disasters. But in that regard, also, I think we need to uplift the diversity of women's capabilities and leadership to benefit all of their communities. I think it's also important that preparedness strategies also build on traditional knowledge and know-how for food and health security to help communities also respond better and to be more resilient. I think it's essential that the outcomes of this global meeting enhance a commitment to inclusive, just, and gender equitable societies and access to global humanitarian response with one that really does recognize and amplify and uplift women as first responders and women's leadership in their communities. I think also, but particularly from the Pacific perspective, the role of public emergency broadcasting and the use of appropriate and accessible information communication technology needs to be considered and how we can build on community-led innovation in that regard. And I hope that we can see better linkages in the communication strategies of disaster management officers and the weather service, so that we do have a more coordinated and cohesive preparedness system. And last but not least, I think we really need to be inclusive. We need to be bringing into the processes of preparedness not just women, but women of all diversities, persons with disabilities, and the LGBT community, if we really want to ensure that their knowledge and their experiences are really helping build communities that can experience human security and achieve those development goals that are part of a global agenda. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, Monsieur Mignon.
Merci. Pour ma part, je crois que l'exemple du Japon qui a été rappelé nous appelle vraiment à l'humilité et à la ténacité. Si un pays aussi bien préparé, aussi exemplaire que le Japon a pu être pris par surprise par une catastrophe qui n'avait pas été anticipée, je crois que ça nous montre que nous avons tous des progrès à faire et que la bataille continue et doit être menée tout le temps pour l'anticipation, contre l'oubli, parce que les collectivités humaines ont la mémoire courte, et pour améliorer des systèmes d'alerte qui ne sont généralement pas la priorité du moment, jusqu'à ce qu'évidemment une catastrophe arrive, et là ça devient la seule et unique priorité. Et pour rebondir sur la question de notre collègue allemand, je crois que c'est également un appel à ce que nous mobilisions plus de financements internationaux pour aider les pays les plus vulnérables, en particulier de ce point de vue. La coopération régionale est, je crois, également quelque chose de très important, parce que souvent les risques touchent plusieurs pays voisins, notamment dans les régions où il y a plusieurs États insulaires. C'est ce qui nous a conduit d'ailleurs au mois de mars dernier à mener un exercice dans la zone Caraïbe, l'exercice UE Richter 2017, basé sur un scénario de séisme suivi d'un tsunami, et qui a inclus non seulement les Antilles françaises, mais également plusieurs États de la CARICOM. Et enfin, je crois qu'il y a eu des réflexions très importantes qui ont été faites sur le rôle des nouvelles technologies dans ces systèmes d'alerte, pour dire que bien sûr elles amènent des améliorations au potentiel considérable, mais qu'en même temps elles ne sont pas la panacée, qu'elles ne répondent pas forcément aux besoins de tous les usagers, notamment les plus vulnérables, qu'elles ne répondent pas forcément à tous les scénarios. On a vu que lorsqu'une catastrophe arrive pendant la nuit, c'est parfois la bonne vieille sirène qui reste la meilleure méthode d'alerte. Et puis parce que également l'usage des technologies évolue et que la solution technologique qui est pertinente aujourd'hui, ce ne sera plus forcément celle qui sera pertinente dans 3 ans ou dans 5 ans. Et donc là aussi, il faut continuer inlassablement à améliorer les systèmes.
Thank you very much, Monsieur Mignon. With this, I declare the session closed. Thank you very much for your attention.